next one. Are you currently pursuing what makes you happy? Why or why not, Brad?
On this podcast? Yeah, no, I love what I do. I love doing podcast and radio and, you know, all the other things that I'm doing. And most importantly, I'm happy being a dad. So yeah, of course. I mean, there's no greater joy in life than being a father. I mean, maybe a mother might compete, maybe, but there's no greater joy that a man can feel than just being a father. And you know, whatever, people can't have kids because they're whatever medical reason, fine. Like, you know, you can still adopt, whatever. Like nothing compares. It's great. So yeah, of course I am.
Right, Michael.
Yeah, same.
I think pursuing kind of meant not. Anyway, go ahead. That's fine. That's a great answer.
Pursuing meant not what?
Like I was thinking, I don't know. I mean, I like Brad's answer. I took it to mean, are you currently pursuing makes you happy? I figured more in like a purely professional sense, but I guess personally it applies to.
Yeah. I mean, I think absolutely. I'm the same. Absolutely. Like family was, I know we're not doing personal, but having a family has always been a super high thing on my list, if not the highest. And we're building, you know, we got baby coming July 11th. That's going to radically change my life. On the professional front, am I pursuing what I love? It's a good question. I don't think so. I don't think I'm pursuing what I love. I think I'm pursuing what I'm good at. And I think it has a runway that will get me to where I want to be in 10, 15 years. I think that's the real answer. Do I love it? I really like it most days of the week, but do I love it? No, if I could do anything and money wasn't an option, it probably wouldn't be this, but I'm good at it. It can get me to where I want to be long-term. And one of your other questions, this kind of feeds into, I have a very specific set of goals at 55, and will it lead me there, enable me to get there and have ultimately what I want? Yeah. I mean, life's a process. And like you make sacrifices and you do things you don't want to do. And like you have responsibilities and like all of that plays in. Am I pursuing what I love? Yeah. Overall, yes, I think is the answer.
What do you love, Michael?
What do I love? I love
like
my family and my friends.
But as far as what you're, yes, we love our family and friends. I know that. I know you know that. We all know that about you. And us, right? Charles doesn't love his friend, but he does. He's not full of love, but he doesn't have the capacity for it, I think. So what is if you could do, like, what if money was no option, you could do anything pursue the one thing that you love, what would it be?
Do a podcast and read books and golf. Like the
Joe Rogan experience.
Well, I don't care if it's big. I just like talking about interesting stuff, but like a job is, I see a job or a career, or, you know, I have friends who do what they love. You know, I think that's the exception. I see it as a means to an end. And like life is more about the relationships and the things that you have. Well, not like materially, but like I want to be healthy and I want to, you know, retire at 55 so I can spend time with my family and watch my kids grow and stuff like that. Like that's intangible and it's not related to a profession necessarily. But a profession can help me achieve those things. So that's kind of how I view it. But I like taking my little bit of money and investing in things like I like doing that kind of stuff. But you got to have means to achieve all those things. So my point is, like, I like what I do, and it's leading me to a bigger goal for me.
You know, if you just open your mind a little bit and downloaded a little bit more information from the ether, the Anunnaki might give you the knowledge and power to do this stuff, and you wouldn't have to work. You could do all the things that the universe will provide. Create a vision board, and the universe will provide. It's called The Secret.
Thanks, Mom.
Oprah.
The Secret. That's funny. My turn. Am I pursuing what makes me happy? I think so. I think I've started doing, like, these past couple years, I just started doing whatever. So that's like jumping off of shit and climbing stuff and going places and doing whatever I want to do rather than feeling, because I used to be really risk averse. And after a while, I was like, well, I felt like I wasn't really living life. And so now I'm just like doing stuff that could potentially kill me. It's very interesting because I find myself the closer, it sounds extreme, but it's not that extreme. The closer that like I am to death in an activity makes me feel like more alive. And I just mean that in the sense that like the riskier it is or like whatever it is, like I'm starting to just kind of value life a little more in the sense that it could be gone in a second. So I'm going to do whatever this crazy thing is. So in that sense, love it, happy. The professional sense, I think I'm pursuing what makes me happy. I don't think steps. So say I'm at step 1 right now, and step 10 is the end of the pursuit. Steps 2 through 9, I don't like very much, or that's not what makes me happy. But I know that's what it takes to get to step 10, and so I'm pursuing what makes me happy. But am I there? No. Do some days suck? Yes. Most days are better than other. There are more good days than bad. So yes, I'm happy with that. But I'm not in a place like where like I would have pursued everything that I would love. Like I don't, I'd rather be living like not on a ranch, but
why not on a ranch?
Huh?
Why not on a ranch? Ranch life sounds fucking awesome. That's what I want. Why not on a ranch?
Well, I wouldn't mind being on a ranch. Unfortunately, I just wouldn't have any neighbors. But I would prefer, like, I like living in the city, and so I would prefer to live in like a penthouse somewhere or a high rise something. But I think like ultimately, if I was going to live in a ranch, yeah, I'd want to live like somewhere remote, like Argentina or somewhere in a ranch.
If you get your way, there will be no ranches to live on.